Excited because today again we'll be working on the Timber Queen. It's official now. Official now. We did the Facebook group vote on it. Honestly, that's the name I was kind of leaning towards anyway. But we got the Timber Queen, and we'll be taking all the caulk out, decaulking. We'll be sanding. We'll be doing some other odd and end stuff. But stay tuned, guys. Yeah, we got a lot of work to do. We gotta get this boat sealed up and floating, or try our darndest at it anyway. So stay tuned, it's gonna be good. Make our way inside and see what the guys are up to. So, what's up, Hunter?
What's up?
We're just getting cleaned up after breakfast. It's actually like we're camping in here. Got Alec with us too. Yep, ready to get after the cleaning.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or not the cleaning, but the
peeling caulk.
peeling caulk and
some sand in today.
Oh yeah, we got our work cut out. Is that the troller? Is it the trawler troll? Ah, wait! What do we got? You been guarding the boat for us since we left?
It's been dark down here.
Man, Zach, how long you been down there?
I'm hungry. I need food.
Young Padawan. You're right.
I'm good, I think. No blood.
All right, so our next goal on the boat is we gotta take all the old caulk out of all these seams so you can kind of see it. This stuff here's like the really old stuff. It's the cotton. It's a lot of work. A lot of work to get all this out of there. So, all right, Chief, come here, buddy. We got the boat mascot. He's just carrying around stuff, wishing that we'd throw it and retrieve him, but we're working. Got Alec and Zach over here. All right, Alec, how long is this going to take us?
I'm guessing we done decaulking around lunchtime, 1 o'clock.
All right. What do you think, Zach?
3 hours and this whole thing will be ready.
Okay, there we go. All right, Hunter said he wants a time snap. It's 8:30, so Zach's saying 11:30. Hunter's, well, we'll get over to Hunter. So, but it does kind of suck laying under there. A lot of stress on the core and the neck and the arms, obviously. All right, we got the group optimist on that side. We got the group pessimist on this side. How long is this going to take us to get decaulked?
I think we'll be tired before it's done.
Tired before it's done. All right. So, and then I will add too. I think it's about 3 o'clock is my guess.
3 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay.
All right.
That seems to be the most reasonable guess. Yeah, that's normal.
All right. So let's look at that board over there. What's this board called again?
This is the keel board.
Okay. And it's looks like it's been keeled.
This was not shot with a 28 gauge.
Yeah. So yeah, we got some wood rot in there. We're gonna have to take all that bad wood out. Wood hardener, shore up. It's not great. We did know about it. I will say it's maybe a little more rot than what we were aware of at first. So
It always is.
it always is. Yep. That's how wood rot works. Something about free boats, right?
Yeah, free and cheap boats.
Yep. Chief, get over here, bud.
Geese.
He's flying around, but yeah, I'm gonna get back under there. We got a lot of work to do to make sure that everything is all shored up and ready to go on a limited time frame. All right, fellas, well, we're still at it. Here's the tool for today. We got these putty knives, real good for getting in the seam on these. Pulling out the caulk. No. Real good for getting in the seam. Some of it's this stuff, and it's just, I mean, it pulling out big chunks. And some of it, I mean, we got to dig in there. Let me show you what we're working with. So, sit, Chief. Oh. It's just laying on your back. Getting in these seams, making sure they're all clear. So some of it, like I said, is coming out real nice and easy. So like some of the stuff like this right here, some of the stuff like this is just I mean, real sticky. And it's definitely a pain to get out. So, got to get all of that out of these cracks, little by little. Just putty knifing our lives away. So, but bottom's coming along pretty well. I say we're maybe 70% done with the bottom, and then we'll get back up here on the top, and it'll be nice to stand up. What do you think, Hunter?
Yeah. 10 o'clock.
Is it going faster than you thought?
Yeah, it's going faster than I thought.
Okay. Sure. I think I got some crap filling my eye now, so that's fun. But yeah, we still got lots of work to do. We'll check on with these guys. What do you think, fellas?
Going good. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Worked all the way up from the keel to here, so making good progress.
Oh yeah, you are. You can jump over and help us, man, when you get done. All right, well, small step. Keep on churning. All right, so came across that first big water damage spot in the hull. I think this is really the only thing we found on the outside boards here in the hull, but ripped out a bunch of the rotten wood out of it. If we're gonna do it right, we'd remove that board or replace it or cut it and seal it back up. But for what we're doing, we don't need it to be perfect. We need it to be functional, and we need it to be usable. So we're gonna, like I said, get as much of that rot out of there, and then we're gonna seal it back up. I'm glad to be off the bottom. We're now on the sides and doing our best to get as much of this caulk out of there. But I mean, above the water line, these boards are still really solid and really tight. So this part should go pretty fast too. Then we'll be to sanding. So, all right. So next step, we're breaking out the sanders. Hunter's down in here in the bilge, getting everything cleaned up. That way, well, all the junk and everything else that's in there can flow through there and not clog up the bilge pumps. How's it like in there, man?
It's pretty bad.
Disgusting?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Hence the gloves.
Right. So, but one step at a time, man. It seems like every time we get one thing done, it feels like there's 3 other things we need to remember to do. So, we're gonna keep after it, though. Just break it in half. There you go.
Don't worry about the fact I just cleaned all that.
Man, that's dirty.
It's heavy.
No, it's heavy because it's soaking wet.
Probably weighs 100 pounds.
Oh wow. What's up? Yeah. But to sand it, we just gotta scrape it because all the paint is pretty tight on there, which is nice, you know, because it means it's not gonna come off. But when you want it to come off, to prep it, yeah, it's pain in the butt. So, sander. Here we go. All right, so we are still churning along. Zach, you loving life?
Loving it.
Young
I got so much
Padawan.
sawdust in my eyes.
Yeah, me too. All over my arms, and dirty job, but it's coming along. So we're on to sanding it. We got most of the decalking done. Alex still working on some of that, but we're having to scrape. This bottom paint is just so thick and chippy. We're having to scrape it off little by little.
You're not going to grab these.
Look, just take a look at this though. Here's the difference on the bottom paint. This is sanding real nice. You can see the difference there. So the bottom paint is sanding real nice. Top paint though, real chippy. We're gonna have to scrape it off, and then we'll go back to sand. Alrighty, so we need to take a break from, wow, my face is dirty, from all the crap and sanding and scraping, and Hunter's been in the bilge, and it's not looking good, right? We probably got 9 inches of rain since we last been here, and they had like a foot of snow as well, believe it or not, with how hot it is today. But it's came to our attention that sealing the deck, because water is just pouring into the boat right now, in the condition it's in, is our number one priority.
So like the holes in the deck are allowing the water to, you know, they sit on the deck, it flows in, and there's a couple good spots where you can tell the water has gone down and just rotted everything, and it's not good. There's like 6 inches of essentially mulch in the bottom of the boat from rotting rags and, you know, the stuff from the squirrels and everything else. So I think it makes sense to clean all that up, get it dried out, and get the decks fixed, so that way we're not having water come in. Because originally our plan was to seal the hole, and if we were to seal the hole and it rains before the next time we come up here, we're just going to come into a bathtub full of water in the bottom of the boat. So we should probably seal the top side first.
Yep.
And while there is a draft, it should hopefully dry out down there,
Yeah.
so there's less moisture. Is it really close to me? Looks close.
So anyways, we're trying to stay in good spirits, because that's kind of a kink in our plan. But it's what needs to be done to keep her going, keep her on track. So unfortunate that we didn't decide to do the plan from the get-go, just because we've spent
A
day working on the sanding and decaulking of the boat, of the hull, which I guess we probably did need to decaulk it, right? So it could flow out, air could flow out, and the water could flow out of the bottom. But yeah, so now we'll change gears, but we've really got to bust it to be able to get the deck where it needs to be, get it decaulked, get it sanded, get it recaulked, get the holes that have been, you know, on there, get those sealed up at minimum, and then we still have to figure out like what we're doing with the cleats and all that for the setup. So there does have to be some functionality discussions as well. So anyways, like I said,
guys down here in
time
the belly.
schedule, we're in a crunch.
I'll show you what we got going on. So this is the main cause of our game time decision change. As you can see, just the headlight here, this stuff is just, it's nasty. Let me see if I can grab it. As you see, it's just soaking wet, just nastiness. And so all this is just like this rotting, wet stuff that's coming in through the holes in the hull, which there's one right over there. As you see where the boards are pressed down, that's a hole in the hull, which is running water down, rotting all of this out, and the water runs down and it's rotting out all this. This is the main problem here. See this board? This board is supposed to go all the way down to the bottom, and it's not supposed to wiggle. And these bolt here, there's 2 of them, those are what go down to the keel and will hold the keel on. So we made the kind of game time decision to go ahead and fix the top sides. And I'm gonna clean up all this stuff down here, try to get all this moisture out of here. And we're gonna clean the top sides, get all that sealed up. That way it doesn't rain down anymore. And yeah.
All right, so as I said, guys, we gotta do this now. Wasn't in the plans, wasn't in the works, wasn't what we were thinking, but this is what we gotta do now. So here's the deck again. We're gonna have to take all these railings off, I think, redo all that. We're gonna have to decaulk it, desand it. I mean, these cleats, they might all come off, and we have to redo some of these boards where it's letting in water. So definitely some water damage, and the sooner we can take care of all of this and get it ready to go, the better off we'll be. So how's it going, Alec?
Going all right.
It's coming.
Massive change of plans, which sort of felt like a waste of time for about 30 seconds until you realize the work we did earlier had to get done eventually anyway. So
right.
We just move on and we keep trucking. We'll get
Yep.
it all done eventually.
Right.
One step at a time.
A little, I would just say, just a tiny bit discouraged by the change of plans, but yeah. Smart choice to get it done. I just kind of wish we would have started that way, but what can you do? Roll with the punches. This is definitely a project that's unique to us, something we've never done, and we're going to get through it. So here we go. Got to go game time mode and get busting. All right, fellas, well, I cannot tell you how exhausted I am today. Everything we've been working on. Here you go, Hunter. So, I know Hunter's the same way, but dude, I can't believe how dirty our faces are.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, I didn't film as much as I probably should have because, honestly, I was a little... what's the right word? A little frustrated, a little down on our luck. Like, we knew it was like this, but to actually, I guess, to see it and like do it and like tear up all like the water damage stuff on the deck, you can see all through here. We took off the railing, we cleaned out, we took off all the scupper holes, is that right?
Yep, scupper holes.
Scupper holes, and then tore up a bunch of that water damage stuff. Kind of what I'm talking about. All this had to come up. And we had planned hopefully to fix it, but we took out everything that had water damage. But we just came to the conclusion that we couldn't do it the way we wanted, right?
Yeah, that sucks, but we got another solution. So there's always a way forward, and well, the boys are picking up materials for it, so.
Right. Getting sheathing down, we're gonna put treated lumber down on all this. I'm pretty disappointed because the decking is OG and it looks really cool. Yeah, so here's a bunch of the crap we took out today. But yeah, we just have to do what makes sense, what's gonna be good for it. In the end, well, I think we'll be happier with it because well, it's just not gonna be rotted wood on the top, and it took forever to do these like individually board by board, and we thought we could do it kind of here and there. Like, well, you can see like on the edges and all that, but it's just been a lot of measuring and sawing and putting in. And on our limited time schedule to make the whole project work, sometimes we got to go with the functional and quicker fix than the fancy looking awesome. I am honestly, I'm a little heartbroken about it, but it's what we got to do. What do you think, Hunter? You ready for all the YouTube comments about today? I mean, it feels like today almost is like it does not feel like a victory.
No, it doesn't feel like a victory. Yeah, I'm ready for the comments of the shouldn't have bought a wood boat, and cheap boat cost the most, busted out another 1,000, etc., etc. But
oh, we busted out another 1,000 today for the materials on getting all this fixed. Let's show them the other side too.
All right, walk over there.
Yeah, so we're getting it all prepped for that. We still, obviously, it's like, it feels like it's one step, it's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Because it's like you have everything clean, and then we take out the caulk, and then
everything's dirty again.
Right, then everything's dirty, and then we're trying to get them ready for the boards, and then, yeah, all this. So
yeah. This side looks better than that side. It's not nearly as bad, like
right.
The outside boards.
So, this thing just got completely drenched, which I think was eye-opening for us because we realized
how bad it was.
We knew kind of how bad it was, but seeing it firsthand, like after all that major issue and not having it sealed up after we left, you know, so that's where we're rectifying it. This, like, we got to get it done. We're getting all this prep so that we can put the boards down and seal it up, and at least the deck will be sealed and the hull is prepped, and we're 1 weekend slower on the process. Here we are 2 weekends in, and we're already 1 weekend slower. So yeah,
sounds about right.
And we've already added another weekend into our schedule that we didn't previously have. So it is what it is. It is what it is. You can't be beat with that mentality.
No.
If you just say it is what it is and keep on trucking, then that's what we'll do. So that's what we got to keep doing. We're going to keep working. Say hi, Chief. Say hi, buddy.
He's ready for the boat.
All right, fellas. Well, we are back from eating out, and we just did a podcast, and Hunter is passed out on the couch. But we're just chilling now, enjoying boat cabin life. And yeah, so if you didn't check out the podcast, Duck Gun Podcast, we'll go over like everything in really good detail. Probably better detail than you're even going to see on the video. But yeah, we're ready just to chill and get back after the work tomorrow. And it's morning.
All right, well, we're up after a long night of sleep. Not a short night of sleep. Hanging out, having a good time. And we are cooking some breakfast. We got some back straps straight from the great outdoorsman state of Michigander. Oh, yeah. So smoked back strap. What do we got in the score, Hunter?
Go with a 7. Go with standard.
All right, you guys already tried it, but what'd you say?
I said 7.
7.
I said 8.
7. I'll give it, honestly, I'll probably give it about a 7 too. Anyways, we got a lot to do. I'll give you guys a tour of the bus for the OG viewers. And there's the boat behind us. And yeah, it's time to get to work, or time to eat breakfast, then time to get to work. Can't forget that. It's light, right?
Yeah, it's real light.
90 pound battery.
I thought you said 89. I think we got scaffolding.
Actually, made it a lot.
So I think I'm finally starting to get over the heartbreak of where we were at yesterday and what we had to do. I had to stop while we're making good time on the sanding and prepping for the sealing of the boat, putting all the caulk in the seams and getting her good to go. But like I said, finally over that. Finally can accept the fact that, well, we had to change course, and we're back to sealing the decks. And well, we got a little bit of cleanup to do. And we got these guys up here templating away.
Heck yeah. Make a whole template for the front deck here so we can cut the plywood out.
Nice.
And then we'll make our way back.
Yep.
Hopefully get the whole deck templated.
But oh yeah, we really need to get all that sealed up to stop our water issue. Come around more than we were having with the water leaking in. So we got that underway. Once they get those templates going, I'll get out there and start jigsawing some boards.
They're pretty much the same replacements of what was in the boat. They're just a 4D battery, which is like a generic size for this size. Or for this style of battery, they're just an industrial battery. And then 1,000 kilo cranking amps per battery. So when we link them together, well, 2,000. According to the manual for the motor, we only need like 1,200. So we should have plenty of cranking amps to get this motor rolled over.
Nice. Yeah.
With plenty of battery reserve.
So I know we talked about a few different styles, but are we gonna have to have different batteries for the living space, or are we gonna run off these two? Because I know the last people that were using the boat, they use this as well.
Yeah, they use these as well. I think
we'll probably get other ones for the solar. That's
we'll
what
probably
decided
get
on. 2,
like just the generic deep cycle batteries for the solar. I think is enough for what we're gonna do. I would like to do these, but the problem is that, and then if we run the solar down, we can't start our engine. And then, and then what do we do, you know? So like, I think I'd rather have them be 2 separate systems. And the other thing too is that then we can wire the charge controller to where it'll charge these batteries too while we're not in the boat. So these batteries will always be charged up for like when we come back.
Oh yeah.
From the solar. So we'll be able to charge off these, but we're not going to discharge off these batteries. We're going to discharge off of the other batteries. So
nice. Alrighty. Well, you're getting those in place. I'm going to go check on the guys. See if I need to start jigging. Do not start the boat without me. All right, so next step of the job is to template out. We're templating out the flooring. So they got the template down here, and I got it traced out on the board. Jigsaw it, and then we'll just rinse and repeat all the way around both sides to the back. Tack it down, seal it up. Water problem solved as far as more water damage getting down on the interior. That's all we'll get this weekend, and then next time we'll jump back on the hull. So that's the game plan. Will it work? I don't know.
Just hit the key, just bump it, and if nothing happens, Perco switch it off.
Where? Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Just hit it and turn it off.
Yep. Nothing?
There, that was it right there.
Alright, hold on a second. Now try it.
Nothing.
Alright, hit it again.
Nothing. That'd have been too easy.
Now give me a couple minutes here.
All right. No bueno on the first attempt. All right, attempt number 2. You ready?
Yeah, just bump it.
Nothing. Are we sure this panel's even hooked up? You know what I mean? What's up, Hunter? Why isn't it turning over?
No idea.
It ain't one thing, it's another.
It's like a momentary switch, so just bump it. Okay? That's not a good sign.
Hold it down for a second.
Alright, let go.
Uh-huh.
That's not a good sign.
That's not a good sign.
It didn't spin.
It didn't spin.
Middle one.
Go ahead. J-turn!
It turns.
Woo!
Yeah, hand me that thing. Well, I'm gonna do something.
Finally, a victory today, this weekend.
Yes. All right, I'll tell you when to let go. Just bump it. All right, hold up. Yeah.
There we go.
A little nerve-wracking there.
All right, well, we got a motor. Turns over. I mean, almost a motor, right? We got a little bit more to do. The boat might not float, but at least we'll go somewhere while it sinks. So here we go. We gotta get hustling. What's the holes? There's my intro. Oh no! Who took the measurements?
Cardboard flexes. On a tight fit, right?
Right. There we go.
Down there working. Let's see, we got the first piece in, and boy, this was kind of soft before, like stepping on it. Much better. Like spreads that load out over all the boards. Looks good.
All right, fellas, we're in the final countdown of this. We're still churning away. Board's going up, board's going on. Temple's coming down, that's cutting. I mean, just a pile of trash there, pile of junk. Chief, like a champ, working on his place board. He's gonna make a good duck dog, aren't you, buddy? That's a good boy. So, well, we got to keep going, man. We're running out of juice, running out of time, but it's got to get done. All right, as promised, tour of the bus. Which I remember what she looked like in her heyday. Definitely was not a mess with 3 dudes traveling in here and coming out here to work on the bus, but still a pretty cool, useful tool. We got the wood burner, my favorite piece, and then the gun safe as well. And yeah, the 3 of us traveled through. I actually slept in here last night just because Hunter fell asleep where I was going to sleep. And yeah, so came out here and slept in the bus. But yeah, there she is, guys. It's been a heck of a weekend out here working on, you know, honestly, I thought this was going to be one of the coolest projects I ever did. Still is, but man, I think this bus, the amount of work and the effort and the whole experience is going to actually trump the bus. All right, fellas, insane. It's been a whirlwind of a weekend, an absolute whirlwind. Turn around in 100 different directions. We busted it on day 1 for 12 hours. Day 2, I mean, we didn't sleep in. We cranked back right into gear and got working. And now we all got long drives back. So with broken bodies, we are packing up and getting out of here. But let me show you guys the progress. I better not go through the captain's door. But here it is, the updated. If it ain't one thing, it's another. With the treated lumber all around the deck. We got this actually, it's not sealed up, and this isn't watertight, so we got a tarp on it. But you'll just have to believe me that this is all paneled up as well. And then along this way as well. So it really doesn't look that sharp compared to how it used to look. But once we get it all sealed up, we get the caulk and the seams, get the trim on the edges, everything painted with the deck paint, I think that it's gonna serve its purpose. It's gonna be functional. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna seal the deck up and not cause a bathtub to fill up in the bottom of the boat. So, you know, I'm at peace with it. Not how we thought the weekend was gonna go, but we got a lot done and there's still a lot to do. So stay tuned, fellas. That's all we got for this video of the boat project, the Timber Queen, and our expedition down the Mississippi for duck season. So that's what we got for today. See you on the next one. Let's go.